We're both tigers after all, so.
True. Tigers of a sort. Yeah, tigers of a sort.
Tigers can unite, you know. Welcome back to Two Girls on the Sidelines.
We are your hosts. I'm Sky.
I'm Ashley, and today we have Ella Hall with us today.
Yes, I'm so excited to have her. I have never met her before in my life, but I was on TikTok and I was scrolling and I saw one of your videos and I was like, this girl is so cool.
And I was telling Sky, I was like, I recognize her. And I'm on like a bunch of sports media, like TikTok pages. And I'm like, wait, has she pulled up on my page yet?
But we're like fangirl right now. So I'm so dead ass. I like sometimes when I'm like I post on TikTok way too much because I have people around, like girl, but I have people around campus coming up to me and they're like, "Are you that girl from the LSU football like thing?" And I'm like, stop it right now. Like
they're recognizing you. That's so awesome.
So we just had our fangirl moment. Do you want to tell everybody why we're fangirling and who you even are? Well, I don't know about fangirling, but I guess I'm Ella Hall. I'm a student photographer and I guess TikTok. Like I'm also the student social media coordinator at LSU football. I've been doing it for like this is my third season. So yeah.
And you're a full-time student too. So what year are you?
Technically I'm a junior, but I graduate this year.
Oh,
So
that's exciting.
Yeah, it's scary, but it's exciting, yeah.
It is. I'm going into my senior year and I'm so stressed out about it. But
yeah, I just graduated, but getting my master's right now. So okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting my master's. I don't know yet though. We'll see. Yeah. What even got you into photography? How'd you find yourself at LSU? What's the story? So it's actually a funny story because the way I got into photography was through my like ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah, and so it's the reason why I started it was because like I was like I thought he was cute in high school and I was like, "Oh my God, like what if I like took photos of his games?" And then I was like, "Okay, yeah." And then I was like, "Wait, like I kind of like this."
Oh, you just decided to pick up a camera one day and then
Well, I actually started I was a film student in high school.
Okay.
And so I made like short films and stuff like that. And it was fun. Like I loved it, but I just realized I didn't really have the patience for it, like editing videos. So honestly, like starting photography was probably one of the best things I've ever done. I don't know. I also just love the fact that like you can stop. Like it's like a singular moment in time is in one frame. Like I find it so beautiful in a way. So I know you said were taking pictures of your ex-boyfriend at his game. So I feel like that what probably got you into like the sports world of things or yeah, he was on the football team in high school and I don't know, I just like I got into football because of him and I always tell people like I know it didn't work out with him, but like it led me to something like so much more that I love and enjoy, you know? Yeah, so like it's like a silver lining and everything. But yeah, that's kind of how it started. And I got invited up to tour Yukon football my junior year of high school. Um, and then that's when I was like, oh yeah, like this is where I want to be. This is what I want to do. Like I don't know, every time I walk onto like a football field, I feel at home, no matter if it's like of course Death Valley the most, but like yeah. Oh wait, yeah, the real Death Valley actually. I was thinking in my head, I was like, I know which Death Valley she's talking about, but you know, can't beat ours.
Go Tigers.
Yay. But yeah, no, that's awesome. And like how did you even get into doing it with LSU? How did that happen? So I contacted them in December of my senior year of high school. And I was like, I actually originally applied to LSU because one of my good friends goes here. And I was just like, like, let's just apply. Like, you never know what happens. Like, I didn't even know, like, LSU was really a school, if I'm being honest. Like, I was like, it was so off my radar. Like, I didn't even think of, like, going to a school in the SEC or anything. And I applied and then I got in and I was like, hey, like I know you guys have a football program here. I'm really interested in being a part of it. And I told them like I literally hate every other sport besides football. I said literally if there's any way, like
Like
I don't
this
even
girl's
get paid.
real. Like we need her.
Yeah. And they just like I guess they just believed in me and like saw that I really want to be here.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful for my bosses every day. Like they've literally provided me like I call them like my Louisiana dads because since I'm in
Oh,
Florida, like my family's so far away, so they're like really good. They like of taking care of me like inside and outside the workplace. So
that's awesome.
yeah.
When you applied, did you have a portfolio like built up and stuff to show them, or did you kind of just go off
Yeah.
what you needed?
Yeah, I did. It was all my high school stuff. I shot basically every sport in high school. Um, but obviously my football portfolio was like stronger than
Yeah.
that. I did video, obviously I did video in high school too, so I sent that in. But yeah, literally though, they like didn't tell me like if I was like okay to go or not because I was coming up for a summer term anyways. So I was like, okay, I guess we just pray. Like they're gonna let me in. So
Mhm.
I was like, it was literally like 2 days before I got up there. They were like, okay, can't wait to see you on Monday. I was like, so where was this heads up? It's okay, it's okay.
Yeah,
But
that's awesome. So I feel like kind of for a lot of people, especially being in college and being young, it's kind of hard to feel like you can even put yourself in that space, like, being able to work for LSU football is a huge privilege. What kind of advice could you give to younger people that also might want to do photography for for college? people starting out
Yeah.
too.
um, I do have to say, like, is this more directed towards like women or just like people in general?
I said just people in general.
Yeah.
Okay. And I would say like no matter where you are, and if you want to work for like a football team or like a sports team, I think the most important part is to be yourself
Mhm.
because people are gonna, especially like people at that higher level, like athletes and coaches wise, like if you're always tiptoeing around them and not treating them like a person,
Mhm.
they're not really gonna like,
Respect you.
yeah, because at the end of the day, they're just people too, you
Mhm.
know? Like I look at them as like just regular people. If I saw them on the street, I'd be like, "Oh my God, hi." But not like I'm not gonna like I don't know. Yes, they're great workers and they work so very hard, but at the end of the day, we're all just people. And I feel like that's the most important thing going into this is treating everybody the same, whether it's like the janitor in the building or your QB1.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like treating everyone the same is the most important. In regards to like getting into sports photography and like getting into the program, I have to say just keep working at it. Like I literally shot something every day
Mhm. Yeah.
in high school, like every day, every weekend. And then even when I got to LSU football, I didn't stop. Just because you're in the program doesn't mean you have to stop working hard
Mhm.
to get where you're to even get better. Like I think I shot every single workout, every single practice, and I still do that to this day. So I mean, just putting your best foot forward in everything you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite event that you've like shot so far?
She's like, there's been so many. I can't.
Yeah. Um, okay, I know this is gonna like um I think my favorite to this day still is probably Travis Scott because that was
What?
fun.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
cute.
he came to the football facility and then yeah, and he's like my top three artist. So
Same.
I
Same.
was like shaking. I think I got to the facility like 3 hours early before he even showed up.
Oh my
I
God.
was like so nervous, but it was still a lot of fun. He was nice. Everyone was so nice. Michael Rubin was there too, so he was really nice too. Um, yeah, that still has to be my favorite event. Like I can't like I don't think anything's gonna top it unless a natty, but
That's true. That's
I
true.
don't think anything right now is gonna top that.
What about your experience filming for Rob 49? How did that come to play?
Oh, that was fun. What's it called? So this girl, she's in charge of student government, and she found me from TikTok too. She contacted me and was like, "Hey, like, do you want to do this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do. Like, it's a Rob 49. Like, of course I want to." So yeah, that's literally how it came to play. And then I met him. He was nice. Um, yeah. Apparently,
TikTok
someone
can't get banned. Like, this is why it cannot get banned.
I know. I was freaking out over the ban. I was like, there's no way. Especially with, well, that's when the TikTok page for LSU, it's like, that's when it was like still growing. And I was like, I did not just put all of my hours this whole year into this account and it's gonna get taken away.
Yeah, that's like your one of the biggest things you do right now, you
Yeah,
know?
I can't imagine
Yeah.
what that was.
Exactly. But I also think too that just shows how important networking is. Like
Yeah.
me and Ashley talk about this all the time. LinkedIn is like my best friend. I'm always on there reaching out to people. Even on
Yeah.
Instagram, like I saw you and I decided to message you and be like, "Hey, would you want to like come on?" And I'm so grateful that you did. But it's all just like it all comes from reaching out and not being scared to talk to people. I think that's how you really like build a name for yourself and make it through.
Definitely.
But like no matter how big you or I or Ashley decides or not decides, but get blessed enough to get one day, I think it's always important to always remember like your start and where you came from and how to show other people how to get there as well. So I think that's awesome. And I definitely think a lot of people probably notice you on TikTok. Like you said, you have people come up to you at school and be like, "Oh my gosh, you're that girl from TikTok." But like it's very impactful, probably a lot more than you know. So
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe. Like I don't know. I just like obviously like I only have like 4,000 followers on TikTok. It's not like I'm like
Hey,
that's a
yeah,
lot.
a
that's
mega yeah, but like I don't know like obviously I want to like keep growing it too, because I think that's
yeah.
important. I think one of my biggest like role models in that I don't know if you know who Hannah Peary is. She
Mm-mm.
works for the Houston Rockets. Well,
Okay.
she's grown. She has like 100,000 followers on TikTok, and she's like a social media. She's like basically what I do, photography and social media. And like she's like one of my biggest role models. And I think the day like I was like I screamed was when she like followed me back on TikTok, and I was like, I was just like, I don't know, like I just want to like, I think I just want to like my goal is to have a bigger name for myself, and just like I also want to be like a role model to other women starting out
Mm.
in
Because
sports
I
because I
think
think
like you're looking up to certain people and it's like they're also like no I think you seem like the type of person that's very like engaging and just like interacts with other people and I feel like a lot of people just expect followers to come but you have to interact
yeah,
with other people's pages and like act like you care
yeah,
and be interested in
yeah,
what people are posting for that to happen.
yeah. Which
So
I think like yeah, like what you said, like just engaging with everybody,
mhm.
just like that's literally like with football too. Like I literally just like comment on random people's posts. And I'm like, there's like a random like LSU football edit, and I'm like, oh, this is fire. And who's that? And they're like, no way, this is the actual LSU football.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like in my experience, because I work in recruiting for Clemson football, and so it took
Okay.
me the longest time to, I guess, feel comfortable branching out and talking to players and other staff members
Mhm.
because I don't know, I just felt scared to. Like I felt like they were in a whole nother role than I
Mhm.
was. So what was that like for you? Did you ever have a moment like that where it was kind of hard for you to open up, or was it easy for you?
Mhm.
So I think coming into football, I wanted to be such a brand new person.
Mhm.
Not like change myself completely, obviously, but like I was super shy in high school,
Mhm.
and I think my high school experience was just so bad for a number of reasons. Like people, I'm from a really small town, so
Mhm.
it's very cliquey, very like this and that. Like you see what I'm getting at almost, but
Yeah.
like it was just like my high school experience was so bad that I wanted to come into college as a new person. and just be really true to myself because I feel like I wasn't myself in high school. I was just really reserved
Yeah.
than I am now.
Yeah.
And like coming into it, I was like, I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna reach out to people. I'm gonna talk to people. I'm like, and if people don't like me, then that's on them, you know?
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, that's what I did. I just put my foot forward and just talk to everybody because I do talk a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, so do I say I didn't have a problem? I don't think I did talking. Maybe I think I had a problem at first relaying my thoughts to people. Like if they were like, "Oh, Ella, do you think this looks good?" And I'm just like, I don't really know what to say about that. But then now I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna be blunt and say how it is, you
Yeah.
know? Which I think is like in sports, like people don't really care about being blunt. Maybe in like other industries, yeah, but like I feel like in sports, especially in like football, like I'm just gonna tell you how it is, you
Yeah.
know?
When I had my first internship, it was hard for me at first to basically just like tell people what I thought because it's like I wanted them to respect me first and trust my opinion. And I was the only female in this space, so I don't know if you've like felt like that. And it's like you almost feel like you have to talk yourself up a little bit more in a sense too because you want these guys to be able to trust you and to know what you're saying is actually
Yeah.
qualified. And so that's I think what was tough for me is just like okay, you know what you're talking about. Like, tell them what you think and don't be worried about being judged as like you're supposed to be in this space.
Yeah. I no, definitely. And like based like what you said too about like having the guys respect you, I think obviously they're all very respectful and very nice and they would not like be rude to me in any way. But I think in the matter of like coming to me for like advice or like, oh, do you think this looks stupid? Or like Ella, like does this like random questions too. Like or like does this like match with my shirt or like does my hair look good? Like stuff like that. They never did that my first year, and I swear, second year, that's when it just started shooting up.
Mm,
Like it was I don't even know. The jump was just crazy. I think because they also noticed I was around like all the time,
yeah.
every single day. Like I'm still there every single day. Um, I think that's when they respect me. They're like, oh, like this girl, she wants to work. Like
Yeah, she wants to
she's
be.
not here to play around, like, you know.
Yeah.
But I definitely like growing those relationships with all the guys, like I think is one of the things I treasure the most because I don't know, I just love learning about each and every one of them.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm. Yeah.
So
even like random facts, like their favorite color or like
mm,
whether they like Taco Bell or Cane's more, like
yeah.
just like random facts like that. But
Um,
yeah.
Adds a it adds the what am I trying to say? I guess like the substance to the person. It's no longer just an athlete that you're taking
mhm.
pictures of,
Yeah.
but it's like this is somebody that I care about, and this is somebody that has a cool story to them, and you get to capture that with your pictures, whether it be small or big. Like even like I love seeing pictures of like guys on the sidelines praying because it's so real and authentic. Just
Yeah.
even moments like that, where maybe you capture something of somebody on the sidelines kind of like celebrating a play they just made, or you know what I mean, like it you tell stories through your pictures. So
Yeah. So getting to them definitely helps you capture
yeah.
those moments.
Yeah. And like it's also like good to know, like say like a game day, like we said with like celebrations. It's good to know their personalities because I know who's gonna react. And Malik, he would go crazy or like he would do something like cool or something like a dance or something. I know last year, I don't know, last year they were all insane, so that one was kind of hard. They all did something.
Mhm.
But and I think it's gonna be like that this year too. Because we have a lot of guys who have very like energetic personalities, which I love because that's
Yeah.
how we but
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you know like if you want to work specifically for a team once you get out of college, or do you want to maybe work for, I don't really know how media works. Is it like different kind of media firms that you could work for? How's
Yeah, like I
Crazy.
think and I get asked this question a lot. I prefer to work for a team.
Mm-hmm.
I've like I don't know, I love just like the personal connections that I build with them and like the friendships I make.
yeah.
I don't know. I just really like that aspect and like a team aspect and knowing all the coaches and staff and stuff like that. But I think once I get older, maybe and like want to have start a family and stuff like that, maybe start working for a firm. I don't know if you don't know what NFL Focus is, but
Mm.
it's like they contract people to take photos of games and stuff like that, like around their area. So I'm thinking like, oh, like maybe I can do that when I'm older and like want to start a family because that's more doable than working for a team 24/7.
Hmm.
But definitely a team
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Whether that's college or pro,
Hmm.
but hopefully pro in the future. So
Hmm.
it is.
Is your schedule just like all over the place right now? Like, are your hours crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like something, and it obviously I love it, so I'm not gonna complain and I do whatever. But like you just it's never determined in college. There's always something that comes up, and it's probably the same way in the NFL, but a little less, you
Hmm.
know. But there's just always something that comes up.
Yeah.
Like you just never know. Like I feel like I'm just always on standby,
Hmm.
you know.
True.
Like I was getting my hair done the other day, and then someone tells me, "Oh, this NFL player is here. Can you come as soon as you can?" I said, "Oh," as I'm literally getting my hair like
Like, take the foils out. I gotta go.
I literally I was like, girl, I'm so sorry. Like, can we like skip the blowout? He's like, can you just blow dry my hair really quick? And I was like, okay. And then I literally just went in my car and just went. Like, I always have LSU clothes in my car because I never know when I have to get to the building.
Hmm.
Um, it's just never really set,
Hmm.
but like that's the name of the game, and
Yeah.
you
Really.
realize like it's taken like my mom to realize a lot that like this is just how it is and I can't like determine it.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
definitely you have to really be in the headspace to be in the world of
Yeah.
sports in
Like
general.
100% can be.
Yeah, you have to be so and like that's why like I don't like I have to be so mentally ready like every day. And like you guys too, I assume, like you just have to be mentally prepared for like everything, I feel like. Like
Mhm.
if you're not mentally checked in, like I can't do the day, you
Mhm.
know? Like I make sure I get at least 6 hours of sleep every night because I will not be able to function the next day.
Mhm.
Sorry, that's my cat over here.
You're
No.
okay.
Do you have a hard
But
time balancing like the college lifestyle like with your job? Like, are your friends like, let's do this, like let's stay out late, like, or are you just like 100% focused on like where you want to go with your job that you're like locked in?
I think like and I've learned a lot these past 2 years like with friends and like relationships. And you just have to have good people in your life that support what you do
Hmm.
and still try to include you in everything because they understand that like what you do is like always busy and time consuming. And it's not because I'm avoiding them, it's literally because I don't have the
Like your
time.
focus, yeah.
Yeah, like it's like they know I'm always at work, but we still try to like we still try to hang out every like weekend or once a week or stuff like that. Like my best friend, she also works in sports. Um, we try to, but she works like on broadcast side, so so her schedule is a little more flexible, not as much, but like just a tiny bit. So
Mhm.
we always try to like find a like common ground just to hang out, but she always like texts me like, "Hey, like, are you available? Like, do you want to go do this if you're free? If not, it's okay." But I had like really bad, not bad, but like I struggled a lot my first year of college, just trying to find friends that understand that like, hey, I'm not avoiding you. It's just literally how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thankful now just to have these people in my life that just appreciate me and appreciate what I do. But like on another thing with that, it's like it's also hard to find friends that don't try to take advantage of you just because the position you're in,
Yeah. And
you
the
know?
connections you have.
Yeah, and the connections I have, which is like I know Jaden's Heisman, like Jaden when he won the Heisman, guys literally would just talk to me and like the first thing I say I'm like, "Oh, I work for LSU football." "Oh, so what's Jaden Daniels like?" Or like, "What's like the coolest thing that he's done or the thing they said, like, or like, what's his favorite food? And I'm like, okay, like, I don't care about him right now.
Mm.
Like, I'm like, so ask me what my favorite color is or something like that, you
Like
know?
these people are all reaching out, but it's like they're not curious and getting to know who you are. But
Yeah, they're just curious to know about what LSU football's like
mm,
and not who I am as a person. And it's just like you really need to differentiate who you meet because there are people that are going to try to take advantage of you. I had a big incident actually this year where someone gave out my phone number to like this news reporter and they asked and they literally just started spamming me with or not spamming, they literally just texted me questions about a serious topic. And I was like, "Are you actually serious right now?"
And I'm sure that's
I
great
would,
that you trusted. You probably gave out your number, which
and
is
I probably trusted at a time, yeah.
yeah,
But I know who it was, and I'm like, I don't talk to you now, and it's just like disrespectful, you know?
yeah,
So I literally had to make like a second number on my phone.
gosh,
that is
So it's just like, and like I give it out to people like that I just meet, but it's just like it's because I have to now.
yeah.
Like when you like go, and I didn't think I would go through something like that either, you know? But then like when stuff like that happens, it's just kind of
Mm-hmm.
like damn, like this is my life now.
yeah. And that's just part of the game, unfortunately. Like
Yeah.
that's always gonna follow, us wanting to work in sports or actually working in sports, but having to be able to discern and determine who you can genuinely trust is a really big thing. But
Yeah, and I feel like that's like the and that not even just through like friendships and everything, it's like also with like the team too. Like if they can't trust you, then what's the point of having this job? You
yeah,
know?
yeah, for
Like
sure.
if they can't talk to you about things, it's like, why am I here?
Yeah,
You
Mm-hmm.
you're privileged enough to be around a lot, even outside of like personal relationships with the people that work in that building, but also, game statistics, just things in general, being able to go to closed practices, like you have access to things that public doesn't need to know, so they have to be able to trust you as well. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though. I look at some things and I'm like, damn, like maybe I am hired here for a reason because I don't even understand what it says. Like the routes and everything.
It's
Don't
confusing.
it is.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
need to know
don't even ask
this.
me about it. I'm like, damn, like I promise you guys, I'm not gonna leak anything because I don't even know what this means.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
what's one thing that you think you really want people to know about you that you're passionate about?
Um, that's hard. I think like definitely I'm a big advocate for women in sports. I do think that having a woman in the building, it's almost like it balances out, especially in a male dominated field, it balances out that aspect. And I feel like don't see like women as a don't see you being a woman as a weakness and more as a strength because it does differentiate you from everyone else in that building. Like they're good like players are gonna come up to me asking for something that they can't get from a coach, you
Mm-hmm.
know? Like it's just like I feel like again, like being a advocate for women in sports, I feel like that's the one thing I push out the most.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and just being a girl's girl, like especially in the sports field, like I don't even care if you don't like this, if you don't like a girl in the building, I literally don't care. But at the end of the day, you better support each other no matter what, you
Yeah,
know? But yeah, I think that's the biggest thing.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
Awesome.
thank you so much for your time.
Oh, of course. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for having me too.
Yeah, of
It was
course.
so awesome hearing your story and just everything you've done and how you've gotten to where you are. And yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the outcome.
Thank
Clemson LSU
you.
first game.
Oh yeah,
Oh
girl.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
August 30th. Looking for you on that field.
Yeah.
Oh
On our
yeah.
field.
Yeah. But not Death Valley though. Not Death
Yeah,
Valley.
Death Valley. We'll see you in Death Valley.
Mhm.
But yeah, I wish you so much success with your TikTok, with the LSU TikTok page, with your portfolio in general, and you're doing great things. So just keep at it.
You again. It was so nice meeting y'all.
Yeah,
You
you
too.
too. All right,
Bye.
bye.
Thank you so much for watching this week's episode.
If you haven't already, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share, let people know about our podcast.
And if you or anyone you know wants to come on and chat with us, we would love to have you. Stay tuned for another episode.
Bye.
Bye.